Hello and welcome to our live news. I am Olubinga George. The headlines. Ndume hopeful Tinubu's relationship will be rancor-free. Gbajabiamila denies lobbying for chief of staff position. On the foreign scene, Biden and allies unveil nuclear power submarine plan for Australia. And in sports, Nigeria's Youth and Sports Minister welcomes under-20 bronze medalists.
This is Alive TV.
Now the news in detail. The Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, has issued a 7-day ultimatum to the federal government to end the fuel and naira crisis, saying it would mobilize for mass action if the issues were not addressed. NLC President Joe Ajaero issued this warning in Abuja while addressing newsmen on the outcome of a meeting convened by the Central Working Committee of the Congress. Ajaero said Nigerians, especially workers, have been pushed to the wall and could not longer keep quiet. On the issue of cash crunch, Ajaero said the NLC is giving the federal government of Nigeria and agencies of government, including the Central Bank of Nigeria and other banking institutions, 7 working days to address the issue of the cash crunch. He said if government fails to comply at the expiration of the 7 days, the Congress will direct all workers in the country to stay at home because it has become very difficult to access money to enter vehicles to their workplaces. Another lawmaker representing Borno South Senatorial District, Ali Ndume, is confident that the relationship between the president-elect Bola Tinubu and the 10th National Assembly will be hitch-free. Ndume, who briefed journalists in Abuja on Monday, said the incoming administration of Tinubu will be what he described as a National Assembly government. This to him is because both Tinubu and his running mate Kashim Shettima, as well as All Progressives Congress Chairman Abdullahi Adamu and Secretary Iyola Omishore, are former members of the National Assembly. After a meeting between the APC leadership and the National Assembly members elected on the platform of the party, he tempered expectations over the leadership of the federal legislature. Those present at the meeting were Orji Kalu, Senator-elect for Abia North, Senate President Ahmed Lawan, former Zamfara State Governor, and Senator-elect Abdulaziz Yari, former Edo Governor, and Senator-elect Adams Oshiomhole, and Senator Godswill Akpabio. Speaker of the House of Representatives Femi Gbajabiamila has denied rumors that he is lobbying to become Chief of Staff to the President-elect Bola Tinubu. Gbajabiamila was absent when elected members of the National Assembly were at the International Conference Center in Abuja to receive their certificates of return. There were reports that Gbajabiamila's absence was because he is eyeing the Chief of Staff position when Tinubu is sworn in by May 29, 2023. However, speaking with journalists in Abuja on Monday, Gbajabiamila denied the report. He said he could not make it to Abuja because he was campaigning for his party in Lagos and that he didn't pick up his certificate during the ceremony in 2019, although he won the elections that year. And now to sports news. The Nigeria Under-20 national football team ended their campaign at the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations Under-20 tournament with an impressive 4-0 victory over Tunisia. The 22-man bronze medalist, Flying Eagles Nigerian team, came 3rd place in the just concluded tournament, which took place between 19th February and 11th March 2023, and were awarded with a bronze medal for coming 3rd behind Gambia and winning Senegalese teams. The team were in Abuja alongside their head coach Malam Boso and other principal officers from the Nigerian Football Federation to present the medal while paying homage to the Sports and Youth Development Minister Chief Sunday Dare in Abuja. Here's a report as packaged from Alive TV studios.
The 2023 Under-20 African Cup of Nations was the 17th edition of the biennial African International Youth Football Tournament organized by the Confederation of African Football, hosted this year by Egypt from 19th February to 11th March 2023. This edition of the tournament also doubles as the African qualifiers for the 2023 FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Indonesia, where teams who reached the semi-final stage qualified automatically. In a brief reception organized by the Youth and Sports Development Ministry to welcome the Flying Eagles back home, Alhaji Ismaila Abubakar, Permanent Secretary at the ministry, commended the team for fighting a good fight by securing third-place position, which he said is a clear sign that the Nigerian football space is getting it right. He assured the team of maximum support and cooperation as they move to the next stage of preparations for the Under-20 World Cup scheduled to hold in Indonesia later this year.
I thank you for the superlative performance. You got a bronze medal there, which to me is not a small achievement. You've equally qualified for the World Cup. You therefore deserve our commendation. To the coach, I congratulate you. It is now evident that this is because the national team at this stage are bringing laurels for the third time. That goes to show that we are gradually getting it right. I want to assure you that as a ministry, we intend to give the maximum support and cooperation you may require during the next stage of the competition.
During his speech at the event, the father of youth and Honorable Minister for Youth and Sports Development, Mr. Sunday Dare, eulogized the efforts of the team, who he said he witnessed firsthand their performance and the array of talent which the coaching team was able to harness to improve significantly, trashing their last opponents with such remarkable difference in goals. He also expressed gratefulness to the team on behalf of the entire country, Nigeria.
This team has what it takes. When we met you 9-10 months ago, winning the Waffle Big Cup, I did say that this is a promising team, and we want to thank you sincerely on behalf of a grateful nation, Nigeria, for securing the World Cup ticket for us as a country. Thank you very much. But to thank you also for also securing the bronze medal. You didn't come back empty. You got the bronze medal. That means you are top in the teams in Africa. Congratulations, and thank you for your sacrifices. But beyond that, I'm looking at the fair play, the CAF 11, we have 2 players there. It shows that we've got talent. And for all these other awards that have come, I want to say congratulations again. Now, while welcoming you, there's a challenge that I want to give to you like I did the last time. The World Cup is not a joke. It's for the Lionhearts. You have to do more than what you did at AFCON. You've been meeting with some of the best players, some of the best teams from across the world. So I know that the next several weeks will not be easy, the drilling, the training, and then we'll expect you to be at your best.
While fielding questions from journalists at the event, Malam Bosu, chief coach of the Flying Eagles, explains that though there were challenges that adversely affected the performance of the team at the beginning, the coaching team was able to spot it quickly and make necessary adjustments that made the team deliver the result that is now being celebrated.
Things gone wrong somehow, somewhere. Most importantly, as I've said earlier, after one of our match in Egypt, that I have to apologize to Nigerians just in one aspect. And what was that aspect? I said it to Nigerians that no professional players will join us in the match venue or in the competition venue. They all have to go to Nigeria. But along the line, football is all about philosophy. Now, a player that is the Ahmed Abdullah, he was part of the team in Nigeria, and he was an exceptional player then. And after submission of the 25-man list, he was not part of the list. They will still have room to change. 4 out of them were affected for the PCMA, that's a medical ground. And the team we took to WAFU, we missed about 7 of them because of accreditation. I think ordinarily, it's not every coach will be able to manage that situation and then go back, losing the first match, waking up, and of course picking the World Cup ticket. The condition given to me, or the target given to me, was to qualify the team for the World Cup. So whatever comes ahead of that was just like a bonus. And most importantly, we have achieved our aim, qualifying the team to the World Cup, and that meaning that we have left a generation for Nigeria to go ahead. And of course, we have left a generation, those players should go to the World Cup and set themselves for better offers.
The Flying Eagles team will commence trainings across the country in preparation for the Under-20 World Cup tournament scheduled to hold in Indonesia later this year, although the minister has promised to be a good host to the team should they decide to camp in Abuja during their trainings.
Now, away to the foreign scene, the United States, Australia, and Britain unveiled details of a plan to provide Australia with nuclear-powered attack submarines from the early 2030s to counter China's ambitions in the Indo-Pacific. Addressing a ceremony at the U.S. Naval Base on Monday in San Diego, accompanied by Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, US President Joe Biden called agreement under the 2021 AUKUS partnership part of a shared commitment to free and open Indo-Pacific region with 2 of America's most stalwart and capable allies. Sunak called it a powerful partnership, adding that for the first time ever, it will mean 3 fleets of submarines working together across the Atlantic and Pacific, keeping our oceans free for decades to come. And that's Alive TV news for the hour. Thanks for joining us. Have a great evening.